What a workout. I think I need to get some food.
Hey, I got you some fries.
What? You know I don't eat that crap.
We have this habit of getting comfortable in our routines and patterns, and then it gets difficult to get out of that.
There's got to be those days you push through. They're probably going to be more numerous than the days you don't.
And I think that's something to be mindful of as well. Try to imagine your life when you make that easy choice next time. What is that going to do? Is that going to keep you away from your dreams? Are you going to regret that later? You know, a lot of opportunities appear only once in life, and you skip that taking the easy choice, they're probably gone forever.
You can dream of the kind of life you want. You can dream of the kind of change you want. You can dream of the kind of future you want, but until you wake up and begin to plan to get there, it will only be a dream.
If you don't get up and actually do something, do anything, those positive emotions will never have the opportunity to follow those actions. You'll just be stuck in a lazy, demotivated hole for as long as you choose to be.
And so the benefit of discipline in my eyes has always been that through discipline, I get things done.
You told us that you was about to start working out. You told us that you was going to start a business. But when are you going to do that?
Your number one job is to become more of yourself.
And sometimes a big part of success is just not being lazy and just doing it. Yeah. That's like 90% of it is just showing up. Get there and start working. Like, you're not going to feel perfect every day.
Effort. Man, I see so many people talking about hustle, hard work, determination, grind, work ethic. At the end of the day, when I look at the body of people, the men and women I've worked with around the world, at the end of the day, it's effort.
Do I not have enough time? Or am I being lazy? And lazy comes in two different flavors. Lazy comes in two distinct flavors. Lazy comes in one flavor, which means not working. You might be saying, hey, I'm constantly working, I'm constantly learning. That's an easy rebuttal. But the second flavor of lazy is not doing what needs to be done. It means holding out on doing what you know is necessary, but hard to do.
Yo, what is good? Welcome to episode number 2 of the Keto Cut. And this is something we need to talk about, guys, because I know for a fact that a lot of new keto newbies are gonna experience this, and what I'm talking about is the keto flu. It's common, guys, it happens, but it is 110% preventable if you just listen to what I'm about to tell you. All you need is a couple of things just to change up in your diet and you'll be fine, I promise. Let me just show you the meal I'm gonna have, and then we'll dive into why people get the keto flu and how to stop you from getting it. As you can see, we're having a pretty delicious salad right here. You can't see it from the bottom because all the stuff at the top, but this is a pretty huge bowl of spinach. We also have one big avocado in here. We have some goat cheese. We have a little bit of chicken, and we have some chopped up eggs, and then I sprinkled a little bit of pumpkin seeds, and I'm gonna top it off with this blue cheese right here. So, oh man, that came out pretty fast. If you're not a big fan of blue cheese, you can always use ranch or other things. Pink Himalayan salt, it's my favorite salt. It's good for you, don't be scared. We talked about it in the last episode, so boom, 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 wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. All right, so let's talk about the keto flu and how to prevent it and why people get it. So let's talk about why people get it. Newbies are starting the keto diet. They're so focused on not having carbs, hammered over the head about, oh, you can't have carbs, can't have this, can't have that. You gotta get your fats in, you gotta get your proteins in. And they're not thinking about the micronutrients that they need to be getting. Understand that you need to be drinking a lot of water. Like, you have to be drinking a lot of water. I would recommend you drink one of these a day. Yes, I know that's a lot. And you're probably like, dude, I'm gonna have to pee all day. Suck it up, okay? Drink one of these. By doing that, you're flushing a lot of electrolytes, which is what you need on the diet. So it's kind of like a cause and effect thing, right? You need to be drinking water, but by drinking water, you're flushing out your electrolytes, which is gonna cause you to get the keto flu if you're not getting enough magnesium. So go ahead and pick some up at the store. I pick these up at my local grocery store. You can get these anywhere. These are magnesium pills. I take about 2 to 3 a day. Also, potassium. You need potassium. Now, I would say this. Hey, Logan, they sell some potassium pills at my local grocery store or whatever. Should I get them? No. Do not waste your time on getting potassium pills. I think you need to take like over 100 pills to equal what you could get out of food. Just scrap that, mark it off your list. You do not need potassium pills. Instead, you can get your potassium from spinach. As you can see, there's a big bowl of spinach in here. Avocados are great. There's a big avocado in my salad. Another good vegetable, which I've never had, but I heard that it's really good in potassium, is Acorn Squash. I'm pretty sure I can get it at my grocery store, but to tell you the truth, I don't even know how it looks like. Now look, there are a lot of fruits and vegetables out there that are high in potassium, but they're not keto friendly, like bananas. Bananas are really high in potassium, but unfortunately they're also really high in sugar, so stay away from bananas. Don't get fooled. I know you're probably gonna go Google high potassium foods and you're gonna see a lot of things on there, but they're not keto friendly. Sweet potatoes are also high in potassium, but again, you cannot have that. So just be careful, guys. I always stick with spinach and avocados. They're like my go-to, they're my favorite. If you can at least get those in, you'll be fine, and get enough in. Also, salmon. Salmon has really good potassium. The only reason why I don't get salmon is because you know how I am with cooking. Like, I just don't ever have time to cook. This is why I whipped up this really quick salad. We're actually in a really big hurry right now. I have 20 minutes to finish this little clip right here, and I gotta get to the doctor's office, but that's another story. Okay, so there you go. We covered 2 things: magnesium, potassium. Also, you need electrolytes. Where can you get electrolytes from? Pink Himalayan salt, baby, or just any salt. Sodium's good. I get my electrolytes from this as well. If you want to be completely safe, then just stick to water. It's not like I'm drinking a lot of these. At the most, I'm having 1 a day, so I'll be fine. If you're really lacking on sodium, these little salt cubes right here, so this is pretty much just like a chicken broth right here, is what you'd make your soup with right here. They're just like pretty much little cubes. They're packed with salt and sodium, exactly what you need. You always could go with bone broth. Personally, I do not like bone broth. I think it tastes disgusting and it's expensive. These are cheap. Now, is bone broth probably better for you? Absolutely. It most likely is better for you than these little cubes, but again, these are cheap and they're easy, and you can just put this in like warm water, warm it up in the microwave, and boom, just sip on it. Really delicious. That's the best way to get your sodium in. So there you go, guys. If you can do those things, I promise you, you will be fine. I want to touch on one last point. For a lot of you keto newbies, I know a lot of you are watching this video, and I know a lot of you veteran ketoers still sometimes make the same mistake. You don't get enough fat. You need fat. You have to understand, guys, your body is now transferring over to ketones and using fat as energy. Cut out the carbs. Your body is no longer running off glucose. So it's kind of like in this transition period, and it's almost in shock. So you have to make sure you're getting all these things to make sure your body runs correctly. A lot of people, I get it all the time. They send me their macros. A lot of people on Snapchat send me their macros like, hey man, what do you think about this? I'm eating 180 grams of protein. I'm eating 120 grams of fat and 30 carbs. I'm like, bro, that's not enough fat. Actually, you need to reverse that. Like, you absolutely need to reverse that. You need to be having 180 grams of fat and at the most 120 grams of protein, and then obviously 30 carbs. No one ever has a problem with carbs. Everybody knows that you can have 30 grams of carbs and that's it. It's the fat and protein for some reason that people just don't understand. They're just so scared to take that leap of faith, I guess, and eat that 180, maybe even 200 grams of fats. They still think that it's gonna make them fat. Your body is gonna use that for fuel. It's gonna use it for energy. If you can do those things, guys, I promise you, you will avoid the keto flu. It is cold outside, especially if you guys are in America on the East Coast. I know you guys just got hammered by like this crazy blizzard. So the worst thing you can get is a keto flu when it's freaking cold outside. So you don't want that, guys. I want you guys to be healthy. I want you guys to be safe, and I don't want you to experience the keto flu. I have never experienced the keto flu. So when people always ask me, hey man, what should I do? What did you do? And I'm like, bro, this is all I did. I took magnesium. I made sure I got my sodium in. I made sure I got my electrolytes in. I made sure I got my potassium in, avocados, spinach, I made sure I drank enough water. And if you can do all those things, I promise you, you will avoid the keto flu and you will have no problem. So I know this video is probably gonna be short, but I want to upload more often, guys. A lot of people were asking me in the comments, hey, is this gonna be like a daily series? You have no idea how bad I would love to do a daily vlog. It would just be so hard for me, and I know I would just like burn myself in the ground. You know, with me having a baby, a wife, family, I work for American Metabolics. I also do some work for the gym, my YouTube channel, like just so many things would take so much time, and I know I would just burn myself in the ground. So instead, maybe I can do one every other day, maybe one every 3 days, and they'll just be these short videos. But I have to say this, guys, I even wrote it in my notes to make sure I say this. So many people are joining me in this keto cut. So many people are trying to get shredded. So it's like this series, it's all of us. It's all of us on our journey. Whether you're a veteran ketoer, a newbie ketoer, we're all in this together. We all have one goal. And by helping each other out, by writing positive motivation in the comments below, like that just helps us all. Like I was going through all the comments last night and I'm like, I'm getting hyped up because of you guys, and I don't want to let you down. Thank you for everybody who commented down below and just gave me positive feedback, positive vibes, positive thoughts. Thank you. And like I said, so many of you are on the same journey. We're all in this together, guys. So let's keep up the hard work. Let's keep up the positive vibes, and we'll see you on episode 3. Peace. I love you.